Hey everyone,
Hey.
going live. Let's see here. Gotta get it pulled up.
Yep.
Turn the volume down. Okay, a few people coming in now. Let a few more get in here. Waiting for it to come through. You're sorry through?
Yep.
No, mine is not. Or I just am not there yet.
I'll be right back.
Oh, this may. There we go. Sorry, we're just getting everything still fired up. A little out of practice after missing last week. Had quite a bit going on. Okay. I think we're good now. Kimberly had to run, take care of something for the girls. She'll be back in a second. But yeah, we had to change nights on y'all because this is the month that I have to work on Thursday evening. So can't really do a live then. But like I said, we'll wait a second for Kimberly to get back. That way don't have to repeat. But I'll go through here. Let's see. We'll just start at the top. Tina says, hey, Kevin, Kimberly, Abby, and Izzy. Carolyn Lancaster's here, says hello. I don't know if the girls are going to be here tonight or not. They were kind of tired, so they talked about going to bed. Or maybe doing something in the room. I'm not sure. Connie Shea says hello, Grounds family. One Scott says hi, Kevin, Kimberly, Abby, and Izzy. There's Ed Kirkpatrick. Oh, yep, there's Adam. She did show up. Okay, let's keep on going. Connie wants to know if you're enjoying summer vacation. Yep. Not having to do school, just doing farm chores.
Yep.
And hopefully after Kimberly gets better, we'll be able to go do something else. But
Yep.
we're just waiting on that.
Yep.
There's Cindy Lee says, hey everyone.
Hello. Carol says
Rather. Good evening.
hello, hello.
Oh, there's Nick and Zoe, or Nick or Zoe.
Yep.
Let's see. Jennifer says, howdy all.
Hello.
Oh, goodness. Sorry, I clicked and it went really far.
Rainy Ridge.
Rainy Ridge. Howdy, y'all. How are y'all doing?
There's
Jessica.
Says, hey, y'all.
Wonder if Lindley's watching too.
Mm-hmm. Tina said, hi, Abby.
Hello.
There's Debbie said, hi, Kevin and Kimberly, Abby, and Izzy.
Hey, Debbie. Carolyn said, hi, Abby.
Carolyn Lancaster.
Hello.
And,
oh, Lindley.
Yep. Lindley said, hey. Neil said he's in desperate need of some Abby's smile therapy.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let's see.
Hang on, I'm trying to get. Satin.
Yep. Sorry, we lost it for a second there.
Yep. We'll out of practice, like I said, since we missed last week, but crazy week.
Yep, it was.
Oh, there's Meg.
Hello,
Says,
hello.
hey, everyone. Hope y'all are doing well.
Yes.
Cowboy Shorts. Lots of howdies.
Hello.
Connie says, Kimberly, you're gaining strength and looking more like your old self.
Yeah, I'm starting to feel a lot better. Able to sit up without having to, have my head supported all the time. So I still have to rest quite a bit, but it's a lot better than it was.
Yeah,
So.
still an occasional dizzy spell too, but nothing like they were.
Yep.
Nancy says, hey, Grounds family, hope y'all are all well.
Yes.
There's Catherine from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
Hello, hello.
Ed asked, any summer schooling planned for summer? Well, actually, maybe some. What our plan is for that, Izzy had to start kindergarten basically a year late because the way her birthday fell and we
Mhm.
weren't set up to do homeschooling the year before. And so she's wanting to go ahead and get started early to try to get
Yeah.
caught up and get back in the correct grade where all of her friends from preschool were at because they're a year ahead of her now because
Because how her birthday fell.
yeah. So her goal is to try to get through first and second grade before her third grade year starts.
Yeah.
So
We'll see.
we'll
But-
see how that works out. So she's wanting to start early, and
now.
I told her that maybe next week or the week after we'd let her start. Not anything real serious, but just to get started
You're
on
not starting that soon.
her lessons. But then Abby will probably start in the July.
Yeah.
We'll
About
probably
middle.
start, the week after the 4th of July or
Mhm.
maybe 2 weeks after. But we figure if we start in July, that's a hot month here. There's not a whole lot going on
Outside is a little rough.
farm
so-
wise because in the middle of the day, you just like for them, they can't stay out that long.
Mhm.
They end up overheating. So they start school then in this we can finish up early, and so in the spring when everything's going on, they'll actually be done with school and we can just get busy working on that. And then also maybe when the weather's nice, we can take some breaks
Yep.
throughout the year. Because last year, basically, we pushed through most of the normal breaks that everybody
Mhm.
else took.
Yeah.
We took
Which
off.
I didn't mind that.
Yeah, for like the holidays, like we took off a day or two here and there, and then in January we took a week off so that they could, because we went on a trip to San Antonio. So yeah, so Izzy will probably be starting school very soon. Their stuff actually just came in,
All the rest of it.
last week, and the rest of it came in yesterday.
Mhm.
So they'll get started on that soon, but Abby's
Yeah.
got a little bit longer. And if Izzy starts and decides she wants to take a break till later, then we'll
Yeah,
wait.
that's fine.
He wants to know how your headaches are.
They've been a lot better. And they're nothing like they were. I have actually not had a migraine since the surgery. I had some pretty good headaches like right after, but he said that I would just because of, when they have to put the air in around the brain to be able to see everything and be able to work. Cue the jokes about being an airhead. But but I haven't actually had a migraine since I had the surgery. So that's really, really fantastic. I had a little bit of a headache today, but I was in the sun a lot yesterday, a little bit more than I normally am. It's just I wanted to be
still
outside.
not working her too hard.
No.
She was just outside.
I was outside because I didn't want to be inside. But that was me. But just little headaches, but Tylenol will fix that. So that is amazing. Because used to Tylenol wouldn't touch a headache.
Yeah.
So it's really good news.
Jessica said, "Oh yeah, Lindley is always watching."
Lolene says hi everyone.
Hey there. Oh, there's Diane. Says good evening from Ohio. Have a fire going, burning tree limbs. I love to burn.
Yes, he does.
Oh,
There's Steph.
Stephanie says, "Hey guys,
Hey, hey.
Hello.
Rainy Ridge. Kimberly, you're looking great. Hope you feel as well."
Feeling so much better, really.
Yeah, she is. And like I said, she's not. The biggest thing I've noticed is she's able to stay awake. Now,
Yeah.
she used to, like I said, she'd sit down, didn't matter what time of day. If she was still for very long at all, she would just fall asleep.
Mhm.
And at the time, we didn't realize that was part of it. But we got to looking up her symptoms and stuff, and that was one of it. And so she's actually able to stay awake now.
Yeah, that's really nice.
Let's see. Carol said, "Glad you're starting to feel better."
Thank you. Okay. Oh, there's Living Life Loving.
Howdy.
From Houston, y'all.
Oh, there's Brandon. Said, "Hey guys."
Hello, hello.
Yep, Nick, you missed their live last night. We were there, just busy, so I didn't get to type very much, but
Yeah.
we listened.
Yeah.
Let's see.
There's
Oh,
Gail.
here's Gail. Hey, Gail. Hope you're doing good.
Yeah. Let's see.
Jessica said they're hoping to come up and see us soon.
Yep.
I want to.
Just get with me.
Mommy.
That way we can all hang out.
And you,
Oh yeah.
Be good to
you're
see y'all.
funny. Oh, Connie said, much fun talking to Stephanie. Much fun watching Simon over the ground. Being
Yes.
broke. Yep.
So excited for them.
That's going to be neat to see.
Yeah.
Lots of good videos.
Yep.
Meg said she likes your cute head wraps.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, she's still a little self-conscious of the scar on the back of her head, but it really doesn't look that bad even when she doesn't have it on.
The
And
hair looks funny though because it's growing in, which it grows fast, but
it is growing pretty fast. I was
Yeah.
surprised how fast it was growing. But
yeah, I took a picture of it to see. But
Yep.
yeah, these in particular I'd ordered from Walmart, but they're not too tight, so the pressure doesn't hurt. So that's really nice.
yeah, because the first one we got at Claire's because
It was free.
we were there picking up when Izzy got her ears pierced. She got free earrings for a year, and so we were
She and Abby have been splitting
Yeah.
the free ones.
yeah. So Izzy got to pick the first month, and Abby got to pick this month. But they're picking the multi-pack, so they get to share them. So
Yes, so that's really cool.
they're sharing each month. It just so happened whenever we were there, they had head wraps or whatever, and so I was like, just go ahead and get one that way because the other ones weren't in yet from Walmart.
I had to stretch it out though because it was a little. I mean, it would have worked if I wasn't sore on the back of my head, but that pressure on it was like, can't handle that. So
Yeah,
I stretched it out some, but these feel so good because they cover, but they don't actually press too hard.
but yeah, whenever we went up there, we had a coupon that made the earrings free, and then they were like, "Hey, you've got $5
yeah,
Claire's cash or whatever it is," and so when we used it, the head wrap was free too.
yep, it's pretty cool. Peggy said, "Yay, no migraine sounds great." Yes, yes,
Yep.
It's been wonderful.
Nick said he's at the farm till 11 p.m.
Oh goodness.
Almost had something exciting going on.
Stephanie says spouses give you migraines sometimes.
Yes, they do. She gives me a lot.
She's talking to me, not you.
She didn't specify, so I'll take it.
Yeah, if you were talking to me, right?
Nope. You need to hurry up and get healed up so that you can get out there and start making a hand on the farm.
Hey now.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, it's been rough on me and the girls. We've been having to slave away,
Yeah.
doing all the work.
Yeah.
Well, she sits in the
See?
air conditioner watching us.
Whatever. I get out there and stand next to you.
Yeah, I still haven't convinced her to move sacks of feed a scoop at a time to keep it under the 10
Yeah.
pounds. But
Yeah, because that sounds like great fun, right? Yeah.
hey, it gets the work done. Cindy said, "Take it slow." But
Yes.
that's great news.
Yeah, I've kind of figured out what my limits are, and I mean, every now and then I'll push them a little bit just to see, not lifting or anything like that, but just like how long I'm up and around or how long I'm outside and stuff. But I know that if I do too much, then I will get a little bit dizzy or have a little just dull headache or something the next day, but nothing like severe or concerning. Just I'll be a lot more tired and all that too. So
She's not done too much though.
no,
Took it.
yeah. it did take a
Neil
minute.
said, "You've had some pretty good headaches. There's no such thing as good headaches."
Yeah.
No, there's definitely not.
Stephanie said they got done a little early today.
Nice.
Baby
Always a good day.
bunny.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there's Eric. Happy Tuesday from Pensacola.
Hello.
Baby bunny.
Yep. How's the weather down there, Eric?
We got good evening from Virginia Beach.
But let's see.
What are you doing?
Bunny.
Yeah, Tweety Dolph Herzog.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Eric said you look fantastic.
Thank you. I'm feeling so much better.
There's William. Hi from Canada. Just started watching you guys 2 weeks ago. Well, thank
Awesome.
you. Appreciate that. Says he adores the whole family. What do we plan on doing with the peacocks? They're neat to have for one thing. I mean, we just like them because they're really pretty. But we'll end up probably it'll probably be next year because they're not laying this year. They're
They're a little
close
younger
to.
than, yeah.
But whenever they start laying, we'll probably hatch out little pea chicks and sell those.
I always used to think baby
Yeah.
peacocks are peacocks struck down with pretty blue feathers.
What?
Nobody knows.
Oh. Cowboy short. He cut up his last pineapple from
Oh.
Hawaii tonight. 7 more coming by Friday. Those are the best.
Yes.
Baby bunny.
Yeah. Far better than anything you can buy here.
Nick, you're gonna get yourself in trouble too. So you're saying Zoe needs brain surgery. Maybe she can stay awake.
Yeah. I don't know.
Bunny.
Expensive to try though.
Yeah.
Bunny.
Oh, Stephanie's sweet.
What?
So we're wonderful.
Yep. At least 3 of us. No. Let's see. Oh, Brandon said,
We made.
I skipped one. Love your family. My name is Lynn. So tweeting
Okay.
off Herzog is
Lynn.
Lynn.
Hello,
Alright.
Lynn.
Nice.
Do our best to remember that.
Yes.
The more you're around, the more likely we are to remember it. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, Brandon said we may all need brain surgery.
Not me.
I don't know. I'm pretty good at staying up late.
Me too.
Neil said, I would love to be able to trade my brain in for one that works better.
Yep. Sometimes that would be good too.
Jessica said, have you tried the vitamin E oil? Not yet. I had one spot that was still, it wasn't on the actual incision, but beside it, like where the staples had been, that was still kind of scabbed over. So I was letting that get a little bit better, but I figure I should be able to try it this week. That one just was taking a little bit longer because it was, I guess, maybe a couple of them together. It's where they bled whenever the staples came out, just because they'd been in so long. So
Tina wants to know how Toby's doing.
adorable.
Yeah. Finally got big enough that we were able to put him and the other larger ducks out with
I
the.
showed him in the last video.
Oh.
You
Nope.
Yeah,
I
they were
didn't.
living on Toby.
Of
Oh.
It's
course.
funny because she can tell which one Toby is.
Yeah.
By his quack.
It's crazy. Yeah, I didn't watch that one. I'll admit it. Diane says, I sell jewelry at the county fairs. Been in business on my own for 11 years and worked for someone else for 20 years. Yeah, I remember you talking about that at the expo whenever we
That's
met you
pretty
there.
I want
We'll skip that one.
Yes, she was talking to me. Ha! I knew it.
Isabel says, you're looking very good.
Thank you. I'm feeling a lot better.
Gail says, I'm doing fine. Thanks. So glad Kimberly's better. What a blessing to have no migraines. I have had them since I was a child.
Yeah, they are terrible.
Yeah. Izzy gets them some, so we're having to have to watch her because the condition that Kimberly has can be
Hereditary.
hereditary. So they weren't concerned yet, but if it's something later, we may have to get that checked out.
Yeah. Stephanie said they'll be right back. Have to go feed the chickens and showtime.
Oh, that's what I got done early.
chicken.
Didn't get done early enough.
Neil.
What?
He said never ask a wife to fix the air conditioner. She'll go to the shower and check the lid on the hair conditioner.
Oh, me.
We got jokes.
Oh, there's. Is it Jean or Jean? I don't know. But hi, here from San Diego, California. Hey, let us know how to pronounce your name so we'll know.
God.
Samantha Hubbard says, hi guys, how are you doing? I'm from Kentucky.
Hello.
Hey, thanks for stopping by.
We are doing well.
Oh, there's Faye. Says, hey, everyone.
Hi.
Isabel said, that's great.
Connie said Nick makes her laugh with his outrageous remarks.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
Yeah. Oh, Neil.
Oh, both are, though.
Yeah.
Nick is, too.
Nick laughing, talking about Zoe needing brain surgery.
Yeah. But yeah, Neil comes up with some funny stuff.
You guys are on a roll tonight.
Cindy said, don't forget to give a thumbs up.
Thank you.
Oh, she's still in Tina's job. She's what Tina does.
What?
It's okay.
Tell people a thumbs up.
Use another name to call him.
Huh?
Eric said it's okay. Connie gives us another name to call him. Reba said, hello, Arkansas buddies. Good to see you.
Thanks.
Mhm.
Yeah, we missed our live last week, so we had to switch to Tuesday nights because I have to work Thursdays this month.
Yeah. She's watching herself make faces.
Yeah, I know. But last week they had VBS at church,
Yes.
so it lasted till 8:30. So by the time that was over, got home and everything with them, it was late, and so we decided to skip a week. And I meant to post something on the community page to say we were going to miss it, and I got busy and forgot until like the next day. And so then I was like, well, we'll just explain this week.
Plus, your work schedule was like crazy last week.
Yeah,
It's the first week back at work.
Yeah,
last
first week back to work, and I had some day shifts, some night shifts, and some in between.
Yeah, it was just kind of crazy.
All over the place.
How is your puppy? How is Blizzard? Do you really have to think about it?
He's good.
Good.
Because I say you were just out there with him a little
Yeah.
bit ago.
Oh, there's
Colton.
Colton Brooks. Hey, Kevin and Kimberly and the girls, they just got inside.
Izzy is not in here tonight. She's really tired. So
Yeah, which we just got inside a little bit ago. The girls
Yeah.
were actually just finishing up chores right before
Yep.
we went live, but we had to run to town and grab some stuff.
Yep.
A little bit ago, so we were kind of pushing it
yeah,
because after this is over, Kimberly and I have to go outside and
he's gonna do chores. I'm for moral support.
yep, she
So-
held the flashlight.
Yeah.
Oh, Tina said she thought for sure Toby was going to be a house
Don't put it
duck.
in her mouth.
Me too.
Yeah, he's
Ducks are
so
nasty little
messy.
creatures.
They really are.
They are some of the messiest things ever. So there is no way in the
You know
world.
it's true.
I'm surprised. I'm surprised Kimberly let him stand here as long as she did.
I
But
know. It's so
He was so
cute.
little. I just took pity on him.
because you were the way he followed Abby around, you just.
I know it was so cute.
I was afraid she was going to end up being like, yeah, he can stay, but
No.
I'm
Oh,
so
I
glad we got some more
wish.
ducks hatched out.
Yeah.
Then he had friends.
Now he's a leader and he has like a yellow greenish beak. What about legs? Oh no.
Colin Brook, the Carrot Award winners.
Diane said, Neil, I know the difference between an air conditioner and hair conditioner.
Let's see. Oh, Jeannie.
Okay, perfect. Now we know. I've seen it spelled that way.
I have not.
I have once.
Which I only know one Jeannie, but I don't know. I've never seen her name written, so I don't have a clue.
I worked with one.
Oh. Why didn't you say then?
Well, because I wasn't for sure.
Well, now we know.
Thank you.
Let's see. Oh, yep, she got them.
Yeah.
Let's see. Hi from Florida, referred from the Eddie Farm. Well, thanks for coming
Thank
over,
you.
Denise.
Yep. They are great friends of ours.
Yes. Eric said he's from Pensacola.
Cowboy Short said, I'm walking around the neighborhood looking for strays. I need Abby and Izzy to help me round up the doggies.
Aw, yay.
Yep. Whenever we're back up in Pryor.
Because they're
Go
small.
see 'em.
I don't want dogs that
Do what?
I don't. Big dogs scare me.
Sometimes. Not
They're
all.
like house feet tall.
Blizzard doesn't scare you.
No. He's a little polar bear.
Yeah.
Denise says
He's a
she's
little
near
bit
Ormond.
Away from the beach now.
And William said, "You have full-time jobs and a farm that must be exhausting."
Sometimes, yeah.
I have a
Yeah,
weekly
which I work
job.
full-time. Kimberly only works part-time, but
Yes.
she's
I also homeschool the girls, which is also another full-time
and
job.
takes care of the house.
Yeah.
and-
All that good
Cook.
stuff.
yes.
Cook nearly every meal. But we would
Nearly.
not trade it. Would not trade it for the world.
And I have a weekly job.
What? You have what?
Therapist. Small therapist. Yeah. She's Neil's therapist once a week.
Jessica said, Abby, we need some baby turkeys and a baby pig.
We've not been having good luck with
Okay.
turkey eggs lately,
Who
We've-
said that?
Jessica.
Okay, you can have it.
We put some in the incubator with ducks a couple times now, and we've been having ducks hatch out, but not turkeys.
Oh, that's true.
Because this last round,
Mm-hmm.
we had 2 ducks, but none of the turkeys hatched out.
Do you want one that big or one that
She said baby pigs.
so that's so?
Yeah, the smaller ones.
Okay,
I
the
don't know.
little tiny ones. I have to catch one
We'll
with
see.
a net.
Mm-hmm.
Susie said, hello, Kevin and Kim.
Where you? Okay, I see now.
Mm,
How's the garden? They ask.
behind.
Yeah, still not going well. Hopefully, maybe this coming weekend we can get started on that. The potatoes are doing great. Garlic is doing good,
Mhm.
but like I said, we are so far behind. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Well, with surgery and everything, I mean, it just kind of pushed everything a little further back because we had a lot of projects lined up that
Yes.
are just a little bit further down the road now.
Yeah,
but-
'cause we'd made up a whole list, like going over winter and into spring of stuff we want to do,
Mhm.
and then she was having issues, and then
Yeah, all the pain and
Whenever-
everything.
we went to the doctor, and then they called back, and they're like, surgery in a month.
Yeah.
Then it was like going to overdrive and getting everything done that had to be done, and we're like, everything else will just
Off
make
your
it work
face.
out.
Do
But
that okay. I don't want you to hurt yourself. She's gonna pop herself in the mouth. I was afraid.
oh, that would
so,
hurt.
Yeah.
Okay. Broken Colton asks, how are the pigs doing? Cowboy
What,
loves
which
seeing the
ones?
pigs.
Your 4-H pigs.
All of them.
20.
Yeah, there are 20.
How are your pigs doing?
Lulu is like the sweetest little cutie ever.
Yeah, they're 4-H pigs now. They will come right up to
They
them.
won't and they'll jump on the fence. Lulu jumps
They
on the
let you pet
fence.
them behind the ears. Even like me coming up to the fence, they'll climb up
Yeah.
on the side of the fence to have their ears scratched. So they're doing really good with them. Denise said that Eddie's dogs are so cute.
Mm.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
Blizzard, our Great Pyrenees came from the Eddies.
Yep.
That is all.
Yep. He's Eddie's. He's little Ann's brother.
Mm-hmm.
Who's the dad? Really?
Toby?
Toby.
Yeah.
Okay. Neil or Peggy says, Neil, I think you might have to start paying Abby for
Eh.
therapy. Nope, it comes free.
Yeah.
All you gotta do is watch.
Yep. And Cowboy Short said, not dogs, Abby.
Cow?
Yeah.
We don't
Get
have
along,
cow.
little doggies.
Hmm?
Okay, never mind. Guess we hadn't figured that. Yep, hadn't figured that one out yet.
We went right over your head. It's all right.
Jessica said, do we need to come help with the garden?
Yes. Only you have to bring Lulu though.
You just got to bring Lindley.
Yeah, no. I think that we'll have it. 'Cause like I said, I'll probably, since I'm on evenings, I've got the mornings to
Mhm.
work, and as long as it's not terrible weather, and we've got everything else pretty well caught up that we can just maintain and don't have any big project for that. So I think it should be we can finally get to it.
Yeah, so that's the next one on the list. And it was planned for sooner, but, you know, stuff always comes up. So,
Yes. Yeah, part of it was weather, and then part of it too, I was using where the high tunnel is to store a lot of our feed because it was covered there. And so we don't have a barn here. We've got a shed that we've got like stuff stored in, but not like a barn for feeding on. So
We had a different shed we were using for that, but now it's repurposed. So
do what?
our other shed that we have like start our chicks and stuff in.
Oh yeah.
But it's much better for that, and it does. It's you can't get into it with the tractors easy anyway. So.
No, they go roll out.
Yeah, we don't want to do that.
My
Jessica said, "Deal, that's easy. I can do that. Bring him Lindley."
No, no, you have to.
Huh?
She has to.
That's the one.
Bring Lily if she comes.
Oh yeah.
She would.
My happiness smile therapy is better than any medication or therapy. Thank you.
You're silly.
I know. What? So you want me to round up cows?
Yep. You're gonna go help him round up cows because he's a cowboy.
You got it now.
Denise said, "Time for a garden planting party."
Oh yeah.
Yeah. More emphasis on planting and less on party.
Party.
Otherwise, Abby would just be out there partying instead of planting. Yeah, because we're gonna do things a little different too. Because like generally in the high tunnel in years past for the garden is like we did a lot of selling of the stuff, and like now we're kind of shifting more toward preserving. Like we'd put up stuff too, but like the bulk of the high tunnel would be tomatoes
Yes.
because we could sell pretty much all the tomatoes we could grow. We could sell, and so I would fill it up with that, and so. Right now it's got garlic in it, so it's about ready to harvest. So I'm probably gonna go ahead and pull the garlic, and then what we're gonna do instead of just going heavy on tomatoes in it, we're gonna plant a little bit of all the stuff we want to put up because the high tunnel with it being covered and being able to control the water a lot better, not have to worry about too much rain and things like that. It puts out a lot better quality produce than just growing out uncovered. And so I think by doing that, we should be able to get all the stuff we want to do to put up so that we'll have food put up for over the winter. And because we're planning on doing a lot of canning and stuff. But you're distracting me.
She's about to go to bed, Daddy.
Okay, tongue in your mouth.
No.
But so you go now?
She's going to
Yep.
Good night. Bye. But so we're planning on growing a little bit of everything rather than a lot of a few things.
Yeah.
Because we do some stuff outside and it's just harder to deal with weeds outside. And like I said, the weather, it's harder to control. But even though we're starting late with it being in the high tunnel, we should get some extra time out of it at the end. And so it should still work out. Plus, generally, like toward the end of June and beginning of July, it would be so hot that like our tomatoes and stuff wouldn't produce. So I think starting late, we'll actually just get a later harvest and it'll push them off a little bit farther. Maybe we'll get them because they'll actually produce up into the fall being in the high tunnel.
Yeah.
But that way we can put up, like I said, we'll put in like cucumbers, tomatoes, squash, peppers, green beans. I forgot what else we have on our list too.
We have a list.
Yeah. We got a list of stuff we'll do. Like we won't do watermelons or cantaloupe or anything like that in there because they take up so much space, but the rest of the stuff we will.
Yeah. And I know I probably won't be at 100% for a while and be able to do stuff. So this will allow us to take it a little easier than usual.
Yes. Yeah. Because we had big plans this year that we were going to do a whole bunch and have the inside stuff and then have an outside garden too and be able to have plenty to sell plus
farmers market stuff and all
plus
that.
Put up. But now since we did that, we're just going to focus on putting up. Because that's the main thing. Since she's not gonna be able to, we're not gonna be having the heat selling and stuff. And she's been off work for
4 weeks.
4 weeks now. So
yeah, I guess it is 4 weeks now because I only worked a half day that Tuesday. So.
Yeah, and since she is only part time, she doesn't have like vacation or sick leave or anything. So we will put up food for later, and that will help balance out the shortage now.
I go back to the doctor next week. So
Yeah, we'll see if he releases or not. She'll still have to take it kind of easy.
Mhm.
So I don't know when she goes back to work, if she'll go back to the full part-time she was doing before. She'll have to gradually ease into it. Because I told her, main thing is just kind of try it and play it by ear, and then she'll have an idea of what she can do then. Because they said that they'd worked with her on the workload she was
Yes.
going to have to make it where it was
manageable.
for her and where she wasn't going to have a bunch of pulling, lifting, and pushing, anything like
Yeah.
that.
Because where I work, it's outpatient. So I mean, most of our patients are not any that we have to do anything physical with, but we have a few that we have to actually, help with walking and that kind of thing. So those would just go to somebody else, even if they're mine. So. Let's see. Where were we? One Scott said, Kevin, you'll need to show us your dad's new calves. He had one born
2 days ago. Yeah,
Yeah.
2 days ago.
Yeah.
And he was saying something today about
Was there another one?
maybe another one today
This morning, yeah.
So they haven't seen. Well, no, they did because they went out with him
Mhm.
this afternoon. Yeah,
Yep.
they went out with him to check cows earlier, but I didn't go out there, so
Yep.
don't know yet.
Outdoors with Vance. So hey y'all.
Yep. Hey Vance, do we sell at the farmers market? Well, we have in years past,
Mm-hmm.
and then the year before last year we didn't do anything. Last year, year before last, we actually just set up in town.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't, because like the closest farmers markets that are decent from here, which a new one started closer, are like 45 minutes away. And with my 45 minutes for one, an hour for the other.
Mm-hmm.
With my work schedule, like even whenever I thought we had it worked out to go, we'd be up till like all hours of the night trying to get set up and have to get up, go sell. And so it just wasn't working out. So then we decided to grow stuff like tomatoes and potatoes. I mean, stuff that would sell good right here close. We just go set up on the side of the roadway in a parking lot.
Mm-hmm.
And people would stop. But we'd usually go set up between like 4:35. So when people were getting off work, they'd be driving through. Like I said, we'd sell out just about every time.
Yeah, there's a new one that just started up, so we might be able to try that, depending on how things fall.
The only thing with it though is it's once a month.
Once a month, yeah.
And so that's kind of, if you have stuff all the time, that's not going to work. But
yeah,
like I said, this year it won't really matter because if we have a lot of extra stuff after we get what we want and need, then we'll try. But for now, not.
Christy Jones said ground spam. Hey,
Nick, I know you did. That's why I only gave you 10 seconds. Just messing with you.
Peggy said, do y'all have a dehydrator?
No. Oh, yes. Dehydrator, yes.
Yeah, we do. Oh, yeah, I bought you one
2 years ago.
2 or 3 years ago.
Yes. We do have a dehydrator. Our old one had messed up, and so we got a new one. But what I'm wanting is a freeze dryer.
Yeah.
That's the investment I would like to make. But like I said, we talked about possibly this year,
but it just depends on.
We're going to hold off because, like I said, with her missing 6 weeks of work and
doctor bills and
the hospital bills that we had to pay, we'll wait.
Yeah.
Because it's not something we have to have.
No.
And so there's no sense in.
Yep.
We've managed this many years without it, although it'd be cool to have.
We have a gazillion canning jars, so.
Yes. Yeah. Because we did, whenever there was the big shortage of canning jars, every time we'd see jars, we'd buy them. So we've got cases upon cases of canning jars to use.
Plus, Mom had given us a bunch too.
Yes, she gave a bunch.
She didn't need them, so.
But yeah, so we did do that. But yeah, so eventually we'll get a freeze dryer, and for now we'll just can and freeze some stuff, and then we haven't really dehydrated anything. I mean, we used to do like banana chips and stuff like that, but we haven't done that in a long time.
Girls would love that probably too.
Yes. A lot healthier too.
Amanda Dahl said hi, Kevin and Kimberly.
Hey Amanda, where's that at? I'm lost, I guess. Oh, they were saying good night. That's
okay. She's down here. Yep.
Tina said 4 more people that didn't hit the thumbs up.
Brandon might have a plethora of watermelon y'all could take in.
Yeah, I was just watching that
Yeah.
video earlier, and that's a bunch of vines. He's
Yeah.
probably gonna be
It
loaded
looks
up.
good.
Yes, I love watermelon. I'm gonna say good luck, Kimberly.
I would decide if I like it.
Yeah,
That's why you.
I didn't know whenever I put you in timeout, it's gonna delete your comics.
Oh.
I mean, that makes it. That was the funny part, is they could see your comment and then see you got put in timeout. But when it deleted it, it kind of took away from it. Oh well.
Gail said, "Are you saying high tunnel?"
Yeah, high tunnel is like it's a
our really big
greenhouse
greenhouse.
with no temperature controls. Like it's got curtains you can let down. We
Mhm.
actually have shade cloth we can put over the top of it.
Yeah.
But it's pretty much like a really big greenhouse with no heater in it. But it allows you to extend your growing season, so we can plant a little earlier and grow a little later past the frost date. So
It's really nice.
so with us, pretty much the only time we really don't have anything in it would be like toward the end of December and January and part of February.
Yeah.
But even in those months, like the cool weather crops, if it's a mild winter, then we can still grow those, because we've done that before too.
I mean, because last year we had, not this year. Last year we had carrots and beets.
Yes, and radishes.
Oh yeah, and
a bunch of greens. All the greens.
yeah,
you
the
can
greens.
stand.
I was like,
kale. We had a bunch of kale too, because we
Mhm.
fed it to the emus. A lot of it.
and then I made kale chips too.
Oh, they're back. Good deal.
Did the school age kids ever help the farmers learning?
School age,
School kids, huh?
You're
Sorry.
used to daycare.
I'm used to daycare, sorry.
Yeah,
Um,
school age.
School kids ever help the farmers. Oh yeah.
The only, our school
Our
kids
school
do, but
kids
not
do.
like the school has a FFA program in high school, but and like the 4-H, they do stuff like they have like a community garden and stuff at the
Mhm.
park, but like not actually going to farms and stuff.
Yeah.
'Cause most of them have their own farms to tend to. So
Yeah. We're in a very rural area that they have a lot of farms around. Brandon wants the freeze dryer. Also, his favorite thing is freeze dried Jolly Ranchers.
Well, yeah, there's all kinds of stuff. I had freeze dried Milk Duds once, and they were delicious
Mhm.
because then instead of them being all chewy and sticky, and getting on your teeth, it's like, it's hard to describe, but
Different consistency.
yeah, they just, dissolve in your mouth. It's delicious.
Freeze dryer stuff would sell great at the farmer's market or food market. Yeah.
Yeah, which there are some people who do.
Oh, they did mean farmers. Huh.
Oh, yeah. There are some people who do. Like, there are some around here that do like freeze dried candies and stuff,
But not very many.
I would rather. The freeze dried candies and stuff are fun, but I want to freeze dry food.
Food, yes. Meg said I need to use my dehydrator this year. I gave away so much last year because I was too tired to deal with it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Meg said freeze dried. Bit of honey is my favorite.
those are. I think I've had that once. Those are good too.
Mm.
I could buy 1.5 tons of freeze dried anything for the cost of a freeze dry.
We'll see a lot of times.
Mm-hmm.
Ashley said, "Hello, guys."
Hey, Ashley. Sorry about that.
Peggy said, "Meg, I do quite a bit of dehydrating. Banana chips, broccoli for soups later, eggs, peppers. It suits me fine."
Yeah, I've seen a lot of stuff, and like I said, eggs is a big one that I've seen, and it's just a lot of stuff to save space because, like, I've seen some that like freeze dry and then they reconstitute it and have to work with water. Yeah, and use it like fresh then. So I think it'd be neat to have, but one thing is another thing here is space. We've got one spot we could put it if we move some stuff around, so they can do it. But another thing I'd love to build sometime is like an outdoor. I'm calling it an outdoor kitchen, but it's really not. It's pretty much like a kitchen and its own little building outside of here.
Yeah.
And that way it can have probably do like a gas stove in it for canning and stuff because propane just seems to heat faster and hotter than electric. That way we can do all of our canning, preserving, have like a pantry in it to store everything. And what would be nice is to rig up inside it like a walk-in type cooler using like a air conditioner and a cool bot. That way, in the summer when you're getting so much produce, you can put it in there and it will last longer, and you can have fresh stuff then if you
Mhm.
can't deal with it right away. Because that's the problem. As hot as it is, if you don't have a cool place to stick stuff, then
Yep.
it'll end up running before you can do anything with it. But that's a project for another day, and
Yep.
it'll be fun to do though.
Peggy said my favorite is pumpkin leather.
What is that?
Hmm.
Is that where you take like pumpkin puree and then spread it out and then put it in the dehydrator and it's kind of like a fruit roll up? Or
Mhm. Probably.
I think so. That would be good though.
Christy wonders how sugar babies would do in the freeze dryer.
Sugar babies. What are sugar babies?
It's candy.
Is that the little milk duds? Or is that something else?
I don't remember what they are.
Let me look. You missed some too.
Did I?
Yeah, Jeannie. Brooke from Cog Hill makes milk duds.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah, sorry if I'm skipping some.
Well, the order on the phone is not always
Yeah.
the same as on StreamYard.
Yeah, that's something you like. Isabel said, love most vegetables. Yep, we do too. Eric said, freeze-dried Skittles.
Okay, don't Google sugar babies.
You should know better than that.
Sugar babies candy.
Candies. Wow.
Yeah, that. Yeah, don't ever do that. Okay, yeah, they're similar to.
Yeah.
Yeah, covered. Okay, I know exactly. Yeah, I bet they would do good
Mhm.
because, like on the milk duds, the chocolate, a lot of it breaks off because whenever the caramel expands. So with
Mhm.
those having just a candy coating, I think they would probably do pretty good because it would just be the caramel doing that.
Meg said, Peggy, chronic fatigue is real, the bane of having RA. Sometimes I'm just too exhausted to do more than the basics.
Who
I
said that?
bet.
Where you at?
Meg.
Oh, okay, I'm there.
Yeah. That's rough. Peggy said, after all that mowing, Meg, I understand.
Yep. And then Gail, wow, I learned something tonight. We have greenhouses, but not like that. I have tomatoes, green bell peppers, cucumbers, and onions. Enough for us. Yeah, peppers is nothing if I didn't say that earlier.
I don't remember if you did or not.
No, hot and not so hot. Because
Mhm.
I like pepper sauce to put on like greens,
Yes.
or I even like it on green beans.
Mhm.
And so cayenne peppers for that, or little
Mhm.
Tabasco type peppers for pepper sauce. But
Yeah.
then jalapenos for jalapeno poppers.
Mhm. Eric said, freeze-dried bacon.
Does that even work?
I don't know.
Freeze-dried bacon.
Hmm.
And if so, do you cook it first?
I don't know. Denise.
Rainy Ridge said
Oh,
good
yeah.
night.
Good night. Good night.
Y'all have a great week too. Denise.
Your neighbors have cellars for their canning like the old days, combined as a storm cellar.
Not around here.
Yeah.
But
we don't really get a lot of weather where we need a storm cellar here.
Yeah, I mean, I'd like to have one sometime. But like where we are, even like the tornadoes we have around here, they usually don't come like right here because we're located between two mountain ranges essentially down in the valley, and usually they either go around us or usually it's around us because they'll follow the mountain ranges. And so far every now and then we'll get one in between, but I can't remember the last time there was a tornado here close.
Yeah.
Could have been the one that's down the road, but that was whenever I was a kid, if I remember right. I remember stuff being tore up and everything, but it's been so long I don't remember. I wonder if you can dehydrate or even freeze dry jalapeno poppers.
I don't know.
I don't know either. I bet you could freeze them, but not freeze dry. Because with the cheese and stuff, I don't know how that would work out. I don't even know if you can freeze dry cheese.
I don't know. A lot of things to learn.
Yep. We'll just have to try that someday if we'll have a freeze dryer experiments.
Yeah.
And then if it's not any good, we'll just do a few to make sure.
Yeah.
But it'd be fun to try either way.
Yeah.
Pam says, I'm late. We'll have to start over. Love your family. Never want to miss you guys. Well, thank you. We
Yeah.
appreciate that.
Glad you're here. Denise said, I'm glad to hear you are protected.
Yeah,
Yeah.
our old house had a safe room built into it,
Yeah.
but it was a little farther north and there was more tornadoes that went through that area.
Yeah.
But like I said, like even growing up, we never had a storm shelter before. And
Mm-hmm.
my parents, well, their house, I think 1983 is whenever they got this property. So in that amount of time, there's nothing. No, 81, 1981. 83 is when
I was gonna say,
my
I thought it
sister was
was
born.
longer than that, but
Jalapeno popper leather.
everybody loves some bacon too.
Yes. I like bacon too, as long as it's not crispy.
Yeah.
A little, I mean, it has a little bit of crisp to it, but I don't like hard. Like
Yeah.
Abby is the only one of our.
She wants burnt bacon.
Yes, if it's not burnt, she won't eat it.
Yeah.
If it's got any chew at all to it, she doesn't like it. Which we recently started doing. It's whenever I was having to handle the cooking and she was down, doing bacon in the oven.
Yeah.
Because
I like that
before
better than griddle bacon.
before we had a griddle, and so we do it on there, and you had to cook it at such a low temp to keep it from getting
too
hard and too crispy. And I was wanting to be lazy, so I lined the cookie sheet with
parchment paper,
put the bacon in it, and then with that, the bacon, I don't know, it does something different because we cooked it without parchment paper and it didn't cook the same.
Mm-hmm.
So we did that, and it was great. It was cooked all the way through, but it was still chewy. And then plus, when it was done, just pull the parchment paper off, and the cookie sheet wasn't that hard to clean either.
Mm-hmm. Eric said Brandon needs to try some chocolate covered bacon.
And that would be good.
Kind of like chocolate gravy and
yeah, because you get the sweet and salty. Because we'll do every now and then we'll do like biscuits with chocolate gravy, bacon, and eggs for breakfast.
Yeah,
and I love chocolate gravy, but it's so sweet. I only like it every so often.
Yeah, we don't do it very often. The girls love it though.
They would do it every time if they could.
Stephanie said that sounds gross.
She's wrong. It's really not. It's pretty good. Let's see. I'm gonna put there so it's bigger. Growing up, we had a smokehouse and a root cellar. I remember our dad taking us into the root cellar during a hurricane many years ago. I haven't had any since I've lived in them. That's good. Yeah, I think it would be neat to have a smokehouse too to cold smoke stuff, but there's lots of stuff that sounds neat, but it just takes so much time that you can't do it. Not yet. Maybe someday.
Stephanie said chocolate gravy sounds gross too.
What?
It's like chocolate pudding.
So have you not had chocolate gravy? Because if not,
we have to introduce.
Yes, we'll. Yeah, it might be hard to do in the hotel room at the expo, but
yeah, I could do it.
How?
Well, yeah, I guess you gotta have a stove.
I guess we could take one of those little those electric burners.
Mm-hmm.
She can make. Well, what about the biscuit? We get the biscuits from downstairs. Okay, so what we're gonna do. Next time we're going to make chocolate gravy and have it at the expo.
Yep.
It's kind of like Kit Kat cereal, those cream ones with cream in the middle. That's just not a breakfast. I don't even know. What's the cream ones? I haven't had Kit Kat cereal, but cream in the middle?
Interesting.
Oh, I know what it's the ones that, I think it looks kind of like Captain Crunch cereal, the yellow parts, but it's got like chocolate in the middle.
I have no idea.
I think I've seen it. We haven't had it, but I think I've seen it in the store. Maybe the kids were wanting it, but I wouldn't let them have it. Isabel's dad used to put honey on his bacon. I bet that'd be good too.
Mm-hmm. Did you get Eric's? It's absolutely wonderful. Tried it at the fair once. A mix of salty versus sweet is unreal.
Where was that? Oh no, I missed that.
Yeah, you jumped.
Oh,
the chocolate covered bacon.
Yes, I've not had it. Like I said, I've had the other, but
Peggy
I
said.
missed Denise.
Peggy said smokehouse is yum.
I guess the screen jumped because I went from up there to down at the bottom.
Yeah, it must have moved. Denise said we had a cellar near Kansas City, Missouri. The old jars were left behind with pickles. It had a musky smell, but it was a great protector. Yeah, I bet.
Which we have a bunch of pickles left from that year that you did, like
Mhm.
60 something quarts
Way
of pickles.
too many quarts of pickles.
But we had lots of cucumbers, so she just kept making. We had sweet pickles, dill pickles, bread and butter pickles,
Yeah, every kind of pickle.
pickle slices, pickle. I mean, it's just crazy.
A little overboard, and I didn't realize it at the time until
It
I
may be
started
time
counting.
to
Get rid of some of those.
yeah, let the pigs have those.
She said her dad would put honey.
Oh yes, yep, that's what.
Oh yes, yeah.
Okay, yep, that's what I thought. Oh goodness.
Stephanie said here in Oklahoma they asked me if I want brown gravy or white gravy.
Yeah, which
Chocolate gravy is just a breakfast item.
it's brown though.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that's what. Now, if we're just talking about regular gravies, generally like for biscuits stuff, white gravy all the way.
Mhm.
Now, if it's like beef, like roast, brown gravy.
Mhm.
Oh, Christy said chocolate gravy is amazing.
Yep.
And then Eric said chocolate gravy is basically just fudge sauce, just another way of making it.
Yep.
Yep, it is pretty good though.
Which, to be fair, I had never had chocolate gravy until we got married. Because I thought it sounded gross too, and then I tried it and I was like, ooh, I like this.
My mom used to make it some whenever we were kids, and I didn't like it then. I was not a fan. Now, maybe I like just the gravy, but like on biscuits, I did not care for it on biscuits at all. But
And then I started making homemade biscuits and you liked it.
Hmm?
I started making homemade biscuits and you liked it on homemade biscuits.
I just liked it when I got older
Okay. Well, whatever.
because I liked it before you ever made it.
Christy said I'll bring a hot plate to the expo.
Yep, there we go. We'll just have a little potluck.
Eric said in Brooklyn and Bronx, New York, spaghetti sauce is called gravy. Really?
Have to remember that if we ever go up there.
Jessica said we haven't had chocolate
What?
gravy either.
Oh yeah, because that would be
Yep.
your side of the family. That
Let me introduce you.
yeah,
I can
whenever
make a
y'all
good
whenever
chocolate
y'all
gravy.
come up, that's what we'll do. We'll have chocolate gravy, but she can make some pepper gravy too, just in case y'all don't
Yeah.
like it.
Because I don't know if Justin will like it or not.
It's delicious though. It is super sweet, so you don't want it all the time.
But it's good.
Meg said chocolate covered bacon is good.
And Christy said in my toaster oven for the biscuits. There we go. Is chocolate gravy like fondue?
Similar. Isn't that the cheese you dip stuff?
Mm. Good. Well, yeah, but then
But I mean, it's kind of like that, but it's not.
it's like gravy consistency,
It's a little thicker.
depending on how you make it.
Yeah, I mean, you can have it thin, but yeah.
Denise said, "You mean chocolate syrup for ice cream? Yummy."
Doesn't sound appetizing.
Some of these food ideas are simply weird.
Yep.
Justin said, "Send them some sweet pickles. They're a little bit old right now.
Yeah. What year were those from? I don't even know. If
They're
we wanna
marked.
say.
They're marked.
I don't even know if we want to say. They're old. But we did eat some.
Like 4 years?
Oh, I was thinking longer.
No.
Sure.
Wait, no.
We've been here for almost 10.
Mm-hmm. Did I make?
9.
I made them after Izzy was born.
Okay, so they're less than 6.
They're less than 6.
Oh, she's almost 7, so they could be 6. No, they weren't.
The year is marked on them. I know that much.
Yeah.
And
My guess is it's 19 or 20.
19 or 20. What?
2019 or
Oh.
2020.
Oh, I was like,
If I had to guess.
Yeah. Nancy said we'd eat our chocolate gravy with homemade biscuits. Yep.
Okay. Yeah. Stephanie said, so do you eat chocolate gravy on biscuits or pancakes? Because I can kind of see it on pancakes, but not a biscuit. You could probably put it on pancakes too,
Yeah.
but biscuits is what we do it on.
Yeah.
Or bacon. I like to dip my bacon in it too.
Mhm. Very good.
Yeah.
We got to introduce you.
Yes.
You may not like it, but you know what? Hey, at least you can say you tried it.
Yes, chocolate gravy and brown gravy are two different things.
Yes, for sure.
One is sweet and for breakfast. The other is for other meals.
Supper, dinner, whatever you call it.
There's
Hi from
Valda says hi from Central Ontario, Canada. Started watching just before the surgery from Eddie Family Farm. Love your daughters.
Well, thank
you
you.
so much.
Glad you joined us.
Jessica wants the recipe. It's super simple.
Yes, I'll send it to you because
I was just gonna tell them.
okay, well that's fine too.
1/4 cup of cocoa powder, 3/4 cup of sugar, 2 cups of milk, and 3 is it heaping or just total? 3
3
tablespoons of flour.
Mhm.
Mix the dry stuff together. Then you put the milk in after that and mix it up, and then you just cook it on medium heat. You gotta keep stirring it; it'll burn. And then when it starts, as soon as it starts to thicken, take it off then. Because if you keep cooking until it
Yeah.
thickens up, it'll be pudding whenever you get done. So,
Mhm.
and what I do too, because sometimes the cold milk.
Yeah. It
No,
doesn't say
that's
much in
the
that one
yeah, that's the other one. Never
No.
mind.
because you put this one in from the get go.
Yes, and so, but what I like to do too before is to go ahead and mix the milk in with the other and let it sit
Mhm.
on the counter for about 5 minutes, because then all the dry ingredients will soak up the milk and you won't have clumps in it later.
Yeah.
And whisk it up real good first. But like I said, the main thing is as soon as it starts to thicken, pull it off, because as it starts to cool a little bit, it gets
And
thicker
as
and it'll be pudding.
when you pull it off, it's how much butter? Is it 2 tablespoons?
I think one. I don't
One
know. I just
yeah,
throw in
1
some-
tablespoon of butter and 2 teaspoons of vanilla.
or just a,
Yeah,
I don't measure.
I do it
just
by-
dump some in.
yeah, I just do it by feel.
But really simple.
Mhm.
And then you can figure out your own biscuits.
Nick said no, Stephanie, on biscuits. Denise said, "Wow, my mom did that one year. Pickles everywhere. You're all making me hungry."
I'm glad we
Food
just
for food.
ate, or we would be hungry.
Yeah. Eric said, "I love it on fresh baked scones. English style."
Oh, I bet
biscuit."
that would be
Yes,
good.
I bet so.
Yep, homemade biscuits for Christy.
Jessica said, Justin said he didn't get that from being picky. He'll try anything less.
Me neither.
Yeah, he's not picky.
But I think you'll like, as long as you like chocolate and you like biscuits, you'll like it.
Mhm.
Most likely.
Stephanie said, Nick, no. Yeah, maybe because I'm not a chocolate person. That's true.
Yeah, but oh well. It's still good.
Mm-hmm. Eric said, and yes, Neil, I know over there biscuits are cookies.
Yeah. It's really good though. You need to try it once.
Yes.
Stephanie, I ain't had it either. I've only had brown gravy. I was confused for a minute.
Come on, we gotta introduce all of our Oklahoma. We gotta introduce all our Oklahoma friends to this.
Yes.
But it's not even I mean, it's not even necessarily an Arkansas thing because
Well,
I
it's
lived
not
in
'cause you
South
didn't
Arkansas
know.
and I didn't. I'd heard of it. I thought it was weird too, and then I tried it and liked it. So
And then she was hooked.
yeah, but I love chocolate. So
Stephanie said they got some weird friends. We do too.
Mm-mm.
Oh, he'll even bake some fresh scones to put it on.
That sounds yummy.
Yes, it
It
will.
turn
Yeah.
to paste
If you cook it, that's the reason I'm saying as soon as it barely starts to thicken, pull it off. Otherwise, like I said, it'll be like globs.
Mhm.
And then I don't really care for. I like it when it's just like gravy consistency.
Eric said fondue would be fun too. With chocolate fondue, you usually get squares of cake, fruit, stuff like that, and you dip it in the chocolate.
Yes. Oh, there's Robert McMedia.
Hello, hello.
Hey, and hope you're doing well.
Doing much, much, much better. Maybe weird, but glad to have them as friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit weird sometimes.
Nothing wrong with being weird.
Tina's never heard of chocolate gravy.
Well, now you have, and now you got the recipe. So that's the thing. Since you'll have the recipe now, before our next live next week, everybody has to go make it and try it. And let us know what you think.
Brandon said if they ever make it out here, hopefully you can get some chocolate gravy.
Definitely.
Deal. I will cook for y'all if y'all come see us.
Yep. I like chocolate. I can't imagine the combination, though. I guess I'd have to try it. It's kind of like
It sounded strange to me, but it really is. It really is good.
especially like with the bacon, because you got the saltiness of the bacon with it. It's delicious. Like I said, it's not something I would want all the time, but it is a nice treat.
Jessica said I can make some biscuits if you'll make the gravy.
They'll have to be gluten-free biscuits or
I can make my biscuits.
yeah.
I can
That's us. Usually we always have to have two types.
Yeah, I make my biscuits and then I make his biscuits. That way I don't cross contaminate by making his first.
Or I make them. I did that.
Yeah, you did whenever I was not able to.
Well, I did before too, because I'm the one that found that good recipe you're using.
No, not the second one I found.
Well,
I did.
it's not as good as the one I found.
Oh, whatever.
Yeah.
No, mine's
usually
better.
it's pretty easy though, because like with her, since she makes up a batch and then she can freeze them. So a lot of times after it's just making a batch and then they'll last for a while.
Yeah, I mean, because I just take out a couple here and there. So, Christy said, I forgot Tennessee, but yet have lived in Kansas for over 33 years. And people out here about chocolate gravy. Okay.
Robert McMee said, I went to Harrison, Kubota today and looked around rural areas off 65. Beautiful land.
Oh,
Y'all thinking about moving? But yeah, going up 65, like probably when you get to Clinton, going north up toward Branson, real pretty through there.
mhm, it
A lot
really
of
is.
neat area. Which we haven't been to Branson in a long time.
I know.
So we haven't made that drive in a while.
Mhm.
Oh, Nancy said good night, everyone.
Good night, Nancy. Christy said, I'm from West Tennessee, but I've lived in Kansas for over 33 years. Some people here know about chocolate gravy. Okay.
Chocolate is used in what?
Some cooking down in Mexico and further south. It's not sweet, though. No sugar.
Oh, yeah.
Isabel said, fondues are fun. Throwing the gravy in there is what confused me.
It is gravy, though. Stephanie said she's not coming.
I'll make you some white gravy, too.
No, she's not coming because she doesn't like you.
Mm.
That's all right.
You sure it's me?
Brandon can come. Yeah, it's you.
Yeah.
Lots of work. Oh, fondues are lots of
Oh,
work.
yeah.
I don't know. Never had it.
Red eye gravy.
What is red eye gravy? I've heard of
I
that.
have no idea.
I've heard of that.
Yeah, I
don't know
have,
what
but I
it
have
is.
no idea. Good night, Denise. Let's see. Connie's never heard of it either.
Oh, okay. It's ham drippings with strongly brewed black coffee.
Interesting.
Served over ham, grits, or biscuits.
Interesting.
May have to try that.
Mm-hmm. Carolyn Lancaster said, I've never had chocolate gravy. We have tomato gravy in Mississippi. Never heard of chocolate gravy until my cousin from Arkansas came to visit.
Oh.
Maybe it is an Arkansas thing, and I just was different
I
down
don't
south.
know.
You said, I know. I live in Harrison. It's beautiful up here.
Yep, it is.
Mm-hmm.
Nick said that they have chocolate gravy right next door in Alabama. So it's not just, maybe it's a state. Arkansas, Alabama,
Mm-hmm.
Alaska.
3B said, Stephanie, that white gravy may be white chocolate gravy. No,
I don't know that you can make that, but
you probably can, but
which pepper gravy is my favorite.
Yeah.
Probably.
we
A
may
light pepper gravy.
if we have gravy, that's typically what we have. It's once in a blue moon that we'll have the other.
Mhm.
But we have tomato gravy too, so I'm with you on that one. I don't know what tomato gravy is either.
Gravy made out of tomato sauce with milk and stuff in it. I think that's right.
I don't know.
I've had it before. It's been a
Kim
long
Foley
time.
said, God bless you and your family. Have a great night.
Good night.
Good night.
Thanks for stopping in. Tomato gravy.
And Satin asks, is anyone familiar with tomato pudding? It's so delicious. Sweet tomatoes like a bread pudding.
No.
Never heard of that.
Tomato, yeah, it's tomato gravy. It's like
Okay.
tomato pudding.
Stephanie said 3B. I hope not about the white chocolate gravy.
That
Cindy said, I love white pepper
looks
gravy.
interesting.
Yeah. Tomato pudding. Huh.
Yeah, we have to try that. We trying all kinds of stuff.
All this interesting stuff to try. And with fresh tomatoes at some point, that'd be
Yeah.
really good.
At some point.
Yeah.
Might be a while, but
It'll be
get
all right.
there.
It'll be all right. Eventually, I'll be able to actually like help plant and stuff. So that'd be great.
Yep.
There's Jacob Jones.
Hey, Jacob.
Stephanie said I'm gonna stick with my Chips Ahoy and milk.
Nothing wrong with that either.
No.
But if y'all come out here, you'll have to try that. Or it's the expo. Just a bite.
Yep.
Because I think you'll be hooked.
3B. Stephanie will bring her Oklahoma gravy to the expo and they can bring their chocolate gravy.
It's good stuff.
Yep.
I was going to think. Oh, yeah. Next Tuesday. Because we'll be live again next Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
And probably for the next 3 weeks. The next 2 or 3 weeks, it'll be on either Tuesday, possibly a Monday, but most likely Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll actually have a surgery update.
Yes. Because I go back to see the surgeon on Tuesday. Next
Now,
Tuesday.
we may have to push that one a little later because your appointment's in the afternoon.
Yeah, it depends on if we have to wait, and it's about an hour and a half away from here.
Yes.
So, just depends on how things go with that. But yeah, I will have more of an update, and I'll get to know when I'm going back to work and all that good stuff.
Hopefully.
Yeah, I'm hoping.
We're assuming that we'll get a lot of answers, but since we don't really know.
I'm probably going to email her this week, though, to see what the anticipated response is. Just, I mean,
She might be like, you got to wait till you come.
She may, because, I mean, she was wrong about when I could go back this last time. She talked like I'd only be out like 3 or 4 weeks, and now we're 4 weeks in.
Yeah, but he also said a week. He has a hard time understanding Kimberly because she doesn't answer things directly. She answers a question in a roundabout way. Like he can ask, "Are you feeling better?" Instead of just saying yes, she'll be like, "Well, yesterday, blah blah," and so then he's just like, "So are you feeling better?" And so it's funny, but he's really great. But like I said, it's just I don't know. And plus, she's real soft spoken whenever she was talking to him. So he was just I don't know if he's having a hard time hearing to or not. But I don't care how good he can hear or if he can understand her lingo. But
now, when I asked him about going back to work, he was like, "What do you do?" And I told him physical therapy, and he said, no. He said, at least a month when you come back to see me. And I was like,
but it was actually 6 weeks when we go back to see him. So
yeah, 5 weeks.
Huh?
It'll be 5. I'm 4 weeks out now. Or 4 weeks tomorrow.
Okay, yeah, 5.
Eric said, talking about the Chips Ahoy, the soft Chips Ahoy. Put them on a plate in the microwave for just a few seconds. Jacob asked how my recovery is going. It's going very well. Feeling a lot better, able to move around a lot more without getting quite as tired. Only having a very, very occasional dizzy spell, and yeah, doing a lot better. I can actually sit up and not have to lean back on pillow all the time too. So that's really good. Satin said my grandmother would always put half a teaspoon of black pepper in the tomato pudding, gave it an awesome kick. Nick said you can't be rescheduling a live over something as trivial as an appointment with your surgeon. Hey, now.
We're not rescheduling for that. Like I said, the reason we're on Tuesday is because of work.
Yeah.
But I still think, I don't remember what time your appointment is, but
2.
2.
It may be fine.
I think at worst we'd probably be 8:30, which is our normal time on Thursday, but 8 just seemed better today.
Yeah. I know my work folks are ready for me to get back because they said they've been really busy. I keep in touch with them.
Oh, this is okay.
Let's see.
Asking if they're on for tomorrow night, if they're still out.
Not sure.
Says up to the pool board.
Stephanie was saying that we put them on the back burner.
Let's see.
Eric's rye gravy seems to be popular in an area where people smoke hams and other meat. Oh, red gravy.
Okay,
I
yes.
was like, rye gravy, what's that?
Yeah, I was gonna say there's a new gravy.
Neil said, I always answer questions like that. There's no straight yes and no answer, as I don't know where the cutoff point is between the two. Okay, yes, thank you. Because, I mean, the deal was like the roundabout, like an example of the roundabout answer was, how are you feeling? And what I answered with is, I can feel my hand.
So he was like, I'm not asking what you can feel. I'm asking how you're feeling.
He was like, but then he's like, you didn't tell me it was numb. I said, yes, I did. But
she did because I was there.
Because he was there, so I'm not crazy. At least what about that? But I saw that. But no, he but then he finally, and the nurse is like, yes, she did. But I mean, he also, I was the first surgery, but by the time he saw me, he'd already had several. So
yes,
you know. Yeah. Yeah, it's good that I'm on the mend. I'm really happy to be. Exothymia, which is where you can't really tell how you're feeling. Lynn said, hi guys, sorry I'm late. I'm glad to see you sitting in the chair now. Yes.
Me too.
He did not like having to sit on the couch.
The couch is okay, but when you're doing live, it is not very comfortable because I like to sit more straight back rather than leaned back, and so I'd have to stick a pillow behind me, and I just we did it because that's what was best for her, but I was not a fan. So when she's like, I think I'm good to sit at the table tonight, I was like, thank goodness.
Brandon said that's the reason I always record my doctor visits so I know what was said.
Oh, I thought you did for content. That way you can put them on YouTube, keep them straight. I wish we would have on some of that other mess that happened.
Yeah.
That would have been some good stuff, but
yeah. I wasn't feeling well enough to deal with that, though.
I didn't even think about it. I was just aggravated at the whole situation.
Yeah. Let's see.
Oh, they didn't catch. Okay,
okay.
Yeah. Us either, but
yeah. So yeah, that's next week. So if I get released to go back to work, hopefully it'll be next Thursday. But I'm gonna ask her if that's the anticipated outcome of my conversation with them, just so that I can kind of prepare my work folks, because with this being outpatient, they have to schedule patients for me. So, just how it is, how it works. But yeah, I'm hopeful that he'll release me and then let me have a little bit of leeway on the restrictions, because
the main thing, she's got to be able to drive, because I'm not going to take her back and forth to work.
No, I mean, he can't really. That's just.
I could take you to work in the morning,
but there's no guarantee that he could actually take me home every evening on time, because you never know what's going to happen.
I thought it was for your protection, Brandon.
Neil said it's why I rarely go see a doctor. I find it really hard to answer the question, so I go into extended explanations. It's a doctor that usually tells me. Jacob said, how is Blizzard doing? He is doing well. He's getting big, eating all the time, so much, but he's growing well. Lynn said, when I was in labor with my son, I had a nurse tell me to shut up. I was the one who got pregnant, so stop complaining. That's crazy.
That is crazy.
That's crazy. I mean, really.
I mean, I would have lost it.
Mm-hmm. So unprofessional, yeah. Definitely.
Absolutely.
I just can't believe folks, you know. Yeah, Stephanie said, Lynn, that's just about exactly what a nurse told me, and Brandon got her fired. I was pregnant with Leighton.
Yeah, I mean, the fact that usually when you're in the hospital, I mean, it's a bad time for you. So for somebody to do that and make it worse, it's crazy.
Yeah. It's wild. Christy said, I appreciate the job you do. My dad's in palliative care and had a physical therapist until it just didn't benefit him anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah. I used to work in nursing homes and stuff like that, and even hospitals and stuff, but outpatient's a lot less physically demanding, although I still do some nursing home work too.
Read from here,
Okay.
there.
Neil said, last time I went to a doctor, he said, I haven't seen you for a long time. I said, no, I've been ill.
Oh, goodness. I'm sure they love seeing you come in, Neil. They at least know they're going to get a laugh.
Yes. Let's see. Lynn said, I did lose it. I told her to leave. She came to see me after he was born to apologize. I just ignored her. Yeah, I don't really blame you. My goodness. But
Yeah.
That's just crazy.
What am I?
You're on the wrong.
Yeah. I was fixing to say, what in the world? But
yeah, so today's Tuesday. So yeah, we don't have anything else crazy planned for this week.
Lynn asked how the kids are doing. They're doing good.
Yeah.
They've had been really busy.
Last week they had VBS, Vacation Bible School.
So they were up late every night, and then we would get them up early to do what we had to do around. And then today, I kind of had a relaxing day today. Just kind of recharge.
I got to go see Granddad. So
yeah, got to go hang out with my dad, go see the cows, took care of chores right before the live. They were finishing that up.
Yeah.
Trying to get back in the routine of things. Because like I said, VBS last week kind of threw things off because
he was doing a lot more of the chores than usual, except for, well, I guess it ended after Wednesday. So they kind of got a little bit back in the routine then, and they were catching up.
I also went back to work last week after being off for surgery. So between VBS starting and me going back to work, it was just it was a crazy week for us. We had to try to get back in the routine because, like I said, I had to work, like I said, some day shifts, some night shifts, some in between. So they were a big help. So.
Yes, they still are for sure.
They're really great, doing great, helping Kim with the animals. Love the baby bunnies. Yes,
they
did too. And they're growing like crazy.
They've got them all named. So in my video, watch my video.
I lived a life.
I know. You weren't there though.
No, I wasn't that day.
VBS is so fun. Yes, they love VBS. Come home singing all the songs. Connie said, when I was pregnant with first son, the doctor told me we're going to be here all night. At that time, I had potty mouth. I told him what he was.
Which for you, with Izzy, you were in labor for 13 hours and then had to do an emergency C-section.
Yeah.
So that was a fun day.
Yeah.
Because they were supposed to induce. And so they tell us to get there. Well, we were supposed to go one day at 5 o'clock in the morning. Well, they call us at like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. The day before that. And we were both still at work.
And she asked me if I could come in at
5.
6 o'clock, because at 5 o'clock, they had somebody come in for that was in active labor. So they asked if I could come in at 6 instead of at 5. And I was like, tomorrow? And she's like, no, tonight. And I was like, no. I said, I'm supposed to be there in the morning. And she's like, no, we have you scheduled for tonight. And I mean, I was typing notes and doing schedules for, I was
I was
working in a
still at
nursing home
work.
at that time. And I was the rehab director. So I was trying to schedule people out for my maternity leave and all that for the rest of the week to make it easier. And I just finished what I had to do on my notes, and I left and called my boss. And after I'd called him and had to go get Abby from daycare, and I mean, it was wild. Go get a quick shower.
Yeah, and then so we end up, and then the thing was, we got to the hospital, and they get to actually looking at the dates, and they couldn't start until after midnight because they'd miscalculated and had us there a day early because they could only induce 1 week before the actual due date,
Mm-hmm.
which they had her.
They miscalculated.
Yeah, it was. They missed it. I think because by one, they had it calculated 2 different ways. Once was by the ultrasounds, and the other was however. But one of them showed that her due date should have actually been around the day that they
Yes.
induced, and the other shows a week early.
I had it
And-
calculated as a day later than the day they induced.
And so we get there, and they're like, "You're a week and a day, so we can't start the process till after midnight." So we got there at 7. No, we got to 6. And so they get her all hooked up, and then they find out that. So then we're trapped at the hospital. I was like,
Mhm.
"We'll just let her go, and we can go eat or do
Yeah.
whatever, and then come back." And they're like, "No, since she's here, she had to stay."
And by the time they got me hooked up to everything, I mean, it was like 2 hours later, and stuff wasn't really open that much anymore. And of course, I think I started crying because I could have spent more time with Abby. I mean,
Yes.
I was about to have a baby, so I was very emotional. But then he went out and did you get Wendy's? Yeah, Wendy's.
Wendy's close.
Because it was close and still open. And then we watched whatever TV show we were into at the time. It was about to come on, so we got to watch that and then get a little bit of sleep. And then they came in at midnight and started inducing me.
Yep. And then, like I said, she was in labor for 13 hours, and then realized it wasn't going to happen.
Mhm.
Did a C-section because Izzy was 9 pounds a week early. That's
Yeah.
when we think their calculation was wrong and ours
Pretty
was
sure.
right.
Well, on the later stuff, it showed that my calculations were right, but then it wasn't off by 2 weeks.
Yeah,
So they
it
weren't
had-
going to change it. They wouldn't change it unless it was 2 weeks or more different from what their original count was. So Brandon's in trouble.
Why?
He told her here, he said he didn't feel anything on there for.
Well, he's not lying.
Yeah, but then Stephanie said she already got the fly swatter.
Oh,
I said the whack up, the other one said get the cast iron.
Hmm.
And Brandon's ducking from the fly swatter.
Vicky said that
Well,
my mom was in labor for 36 hours before they finally did a C-section. Just about lost both my mom and little brother. That's terrible. It's a long time to be in labor.
It's not uncommon though, honestly, from what I've heard.
Huh.
Christy said get a yardstick. Eric said use the dirty swatter.
Mm.
Um,
Oh, 15 hours with Leighton.
Oof. Also 6 days later than her due date. Yikes.
Goodness.
That would be not fun. Eric said my mother used to use yardsticks on me. She gave up with the wooden ones. I became immune to them. Meg said, sorry, I've been chatting. I was listening as I filled out some papers for my workman's comp claim. So much paperwork for a broken wrist.
Oh, man. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not fun.
Colton. I felt something when Cowboy was born. Brooke squeezed the life out of my hand. Oh, me.
Connie said, with my second son, my husband asked, do you want me in the delivery room? I told him no, I didn't want it there. He was relieved. Stephanie said I was induced with all 4, but really all 4 should have been C-sections because Leighton got stuck, Addison and Kaysen were both transverse and Braley was breech. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Izzy just got stuck. So
Oh, he's supposed to be born on December 16th, but decided December 22nd.
almost had a Christmas baby.
Hey, at least you got him in for that tax deduction or tax credit
for that year.
before the first.
Shelly said I was in labor 2.5 hours with the first. Oh wow.
My doctor in 1992 induced I ended with a C-section at 9 p.m. December 15th because he didn't want his holiday ruined. Oh man,
Wasn't due to the 24th or 26th.
that's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, especially 31 years ago, because I mean, the technology then that they have now, I mean,
Wow.
yeah.
Crazy. Yeah, so I said lucky. Lynn said lucky you, Shelly.
Second child was 1 hour.
Oh my word. Wow.
Yeah, that could have been a lot worse.
Mm-hmm. Crazy.
Well.
Yeah. That was just that was a long thing. Yeah, Peggy said some people have all the luck.
Yeah, you should have went and got a lottery ticket that day.
Yeah.
You might have won.
That was I know that was rough.
Yeah, and yours wasn't that bad for a lot of it.
Well, because I had an epidural, but
Yeah.
well, I was having to wait on the epidural because the person in front of me was having trouble. So waiting on the epidural was not fun.
Let's see.
We went in at 6 p.m. to be put on monitor. Rhett stayed but down until 20 minutes before the deadline where they were doing a C-section. He showed up at 8 the following night. Goodness. Lynn said I was 12 hours, then had an emergency C-section. Yeah. Christy said later in life that daughter was really close friends with that doctor's granddaughter. I still was holding a grudge.
Oh me. Yeah.
Goodness. Peggy said y'all realize if there's any young ladies in here that'll ever get pregnant after our stories. Well, you never know. I'll be like, oh, not me.
Yeah, a lot of people say.
Yeah, I figured since, my mom didn't have to have a C-section that I'd be fine, but
Wrong.
yeah.
Oh, she knows she has to get any type of drugs because it was so quick.
Yeah, I had epidural after he broke my water. It was what, an hour and a half, 2 hours?
I don't know.
I think I called for it like an hour and a half afterwards because I started having pretty intense contractions, but then it was 45 minutes after that because like I said, the person in front of me was having a hard time.
The doctor had to use forceps.
Oh goodness!
I bet. Doesn't even sound fun.
Yeah. Either one of you police officers had to deliver while on duty.
No, thank goodness.
He wouldn't be able to do that.
I've had to do a lot of stuff, but never that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because and it doesn't happen that often. And luckily, hospitals aren't that far away, so I'd probably just load them up and try to get them there quicker. They're like, hold on. But no, I would not enjoy that at all.
Tina said my daughter was 10 weeks premature, but she was out in 15 minutes after my water broke.
Oh, wow.
But I guess, being small.
Yeah.
Peggy's laughing at you. Robert Mac Media. Kevin, thank you for your service in your community.
Well, thank you. All right. Well, I think we're about to
wrap it up for this evening.
Wrap it up. But before we go,
yeah.
Let's see. We were the pre-show. So everybody get ready and hop on over. I'm posting the link to Life on the Eddy Family Farm because Stephanie and Brandon are going live also.
Yep.
So we appreciate y'all stopping in, but we're going to hop off here and they're fixing to get things fired up. So you're in for a long night of fun. But we appreciate y'all stopping in.
Yep.
And we'll see y'all over on their channel.
Yep.
Bye.
Good night, guys.